tell you how silly the WBC ranking system is. How the hell is Deontay Wilder ranked number 1?
I'll see that.
They're going to have a new belt. So obviously Tyson Fury's WBC heavyweight title is not on the line against Francis Ngannou. Come on in, KSI Tommy Fury. Hi guys, we want you to share our content. Simply like, subscribe or follow our channels on all social media outlets. The more people you tag, the more posts you make, the more chance you've got of winning. We're giving away 5 $50 prizes. Get boxing. Hi guys, and welcome back to third time now for our episode of No F's Given. We're good pal Max here at fighterstalktv. How are you, mate?
Yes, I'm wicked. Do you know why?
Why's that?
Because I'm in my own ass.
Yeah. And that's one of the problems, right? And that's what's wrecking the heavyweight division. You know, you've got the WBC. They've come up with a new inventive belt, the Riyadh champion. They're going to have a new belt. So obviously Tyson Fury's WBC heavyweight title is not on the line against Francis Ngannou. So, you know, it's going to be, you know, it certainly looked that they were going to do serious business when they're going to step in the ring. But the thing is, I just think that, you know, this circus of heavyweights is a joke. I mean, I think going back, I was listening to, his name escapes me now, one of the coaches, the name will come back to me in a minute, who literally says, forget about the heavyweight division, it's a fucking embarrassment, you know, but there's a lot of good fights that are lower down. There's a lot of good fights in the heavyweight division, but just forget the 5 to 10 at the top because they're not fighting one another. Kudos to Joyce and Zhang, they are, but I mean, you know, they're not fighting one another. I mean, this whole circus is
because all you're hearing is, oh, this one's outpriced himself on purpose, that one's outpricing himself. You know what I mean? Perhaps they just go, right, the WBC, get a grip of it and go, right, this is the maximum you're ever going to earn out of it. Like it or leave it. If you don't like it, jog on.
Give me the
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put a cap on it. So stops all this nonsense of, oh, I want 50 million to fight him, or no, he's only getting 2 million if he fights me.
Well, I think as well. I think that, you know, it's just all swings and roundabouts. For me, it's an embarrassment. I wish that it was easy enough not to have to worry about heavyweights, but they are, you know, it is what it is in terms of the division. I mean, I just want, you know, to see these top contenders fight one another. They do it in every other weight division. I know that you can't always fight the person you want to fight, and there's lots of young bucks that are up and coming. But I just think at the end of the day, you know, there's a lot to be said about what's going on, and I think at the end of the day,
do you feel like Fury is causing problems?
Do I blame Fury? No, I don't. I'm not in a way. I don't blame the fighters, right? Because the fighter's a fighter. The fighter's goal is to earn as much money as he can, and then do the business. Do you know what I mean? That's what the goal of a fighter is. The fact that when we talked to Conor, he said that he'd earn more money fighting Chris Eubank than he would for a world title. So why would he want the world title? And we talked about when we were growing up, when I was growing up and I wanted to box, I wanted to be world champion. Just like every other fighter that has ever pulled on a set of gloves. That's what they wanted to be.
That's right.
But that soon goes out the window when you realise it's all about the money. So I don't blame the fighters. They're there to secure the legacy of their family security forever and ever. Amen. And Tyson said that. You know, that's very true.
He said, didn't he? He wants to be the richest sportsman this year, or in Forbes magazine.
Yeah, but so who do you blame? I blame the sanctioning body. The governing body are who is to blame, because they're the ones that sanction the fights. They're the ones that say the WBC should have said to Tyson Fury, no, we're not going to allow you to fight Francis Ngannou. It's a joke fight. what we're going to do is we're going to stick you in with Hergovich. We're going to stick you in with Zhang. We're going to stick you, obviously I know people's availability. We're going to stick you in with this person, that one, something else.
Or force him to fight Usyk and say, right, let's get it over with, get it off.
Let me tell you how silly the WBC ranking system is. How the hell is Deontay Wilder ranked number 1?
I'll see that.
How? I mean, this is the whole point. How is a man who got battered 3 times by Tyson Gypsy King Fury not ranked number 1? You explain that.
Listen,
to me because
I'm sure they do it to plant a seed. Right? Let's make him number 1, and then the other fighters go after him to take that spot.
I mean, I know you're not a big fan of Joshua, and I understand that. There's a lot of people that aren't.
No, don't get me wrong. I used to be a fan of him, but up until lately, I'm not such a good fan of his. Especially after what he's like after the fights and all that.
Yeah.
I don't think it don't suit him.
No. But my whole thing is, how is in the WBC rankings, right? If I was Joshua, I would be pushing for that to have it a mandatory. That is the only way that you're going to get hold of that belt. Either Tyson will vacate it or he'll fight.
Yeah.
He won't do both. I mean, he's going to do one.
Listen,
or the other.
he's not going to be fighting anytime soon because he's going to be fighting in Ngannou at the end of October, and there's a rematch clause in that. So he's going to take the rematch clause before
only if
fights
he
anyone
loses.
else again.
Only if Fury loses.
Well,
because if Fury don't lose, he's not going to take the rematch clause.
Well, of course he will.
Yeah, but listen.
He's going to earn a lot of money.
Yeah, but he won't. Not if he destroys Ngannou.
Well, perhaps it's in a contract to have 2 fights.
I don't know. But until the sanctioning bodies, right, start stepping up and taking responsibility, this heavyweight debacle is going to continue.
Yeah.
And continue and continue. It's never going to get any better, but it's going to start filtering its way down through the divisions. Right. So I'm going to bring up another bit of news. Obviously, we know that Katie Taylor's going to face Chantel Cameron. We know there's a rematch that's happening there, scheduled for October. Right, we know that. Or was it November? One of the 2.
November, 25th.
Yeah, something like that. Now, you tell me where it's fair that Chantel Cameron's belts are on the line again.
No, I don't think it is fair. I think it should be Katie Taylor's belts on the line.
Yeah, and when I said to Eddie Hearn, I said to him, well, why should it be that way?
This fighter who's going to back her, he's going, no.
No, he said to me, that, Katie Taylor may fancy that fight at her own weight division. She may fancy it. She may be a bit better. But, you see, it's all about, sometimes people hold belts longer than they should have them. That's one thing I'll say about Anthony Joshua. Okay, I'll say this. And I think everyone could, if you're out there, you can agree with me. He took on Alexander Usyk. He did not have to. He took this man on his 3rd heavyweight fight. He took it on. Now, he was the unified cruiserweight world champion. Now, obviously, he's not. So he was the undisputed world cruiserweight champion, sorry. And now he's a unified heavyweight. What you can't accuse Anthony Joshua of is backing down from a big fight.
No.
Because if you look at his CV or resume, as the Americans call it.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. I might not actually like him, but he don't duck anyone. He's on it. Yeah, he's on it for that, which is good. It's good.
Now, when talking with Frank Warren, he was saying he offered him contracts and he just didn't want to know. You know what? It's just so sort of, for a fighter, is so, we're in total disbelief of what actually goes on. Do you know what I mean? For a boxing fan, let me tell you guys, I mean, we know a bit more about the inside of it. We're around boxing, and no matter how much we want all these different fights to happen, it's all about money. It isn't like the UFC. You've got 4 or 5 governing bodies, if you like, that sanction the fights. That you've got, it just goes, and it is all about the money. And you've got to follow the money, and you'll find where the problems are in boxing.
Yeah, and I think Warren was on this, Fury and Ngannou. Like he said, it's the biggest stage he's ever fought at. You know what I mean? Or he's promoting.
Do you know what though? I when I first heard of the fight, I thought, what a joke. But actually, I'm actually quite looking forward to it.
Yeah, but what is one thing I just want to get off my chest, right? When we got there, it was like, see who the baddest man on the planet is, right? Who's the baddest? But it's an exhibition fight, no knockdowns. You know what I mean? Can't even knock him out. So how's he going to test him? How can they make a statement, see who the baddest man on the planet is, when you're not even a proper fight?
I thought they were. I thought they changed it.
It's an exhibition.
Anyway, let's move away from heavyweights, right? We talk about that all the time. Come on in. KSI Tommy Fury.
Right, yes. Did you see the video KSI done?
Which one?
The latest one where you got Tommy and John Fury in the background listening to it. Right, it's their reactions to this video. KSI goes on like some bad man gangster, and I did make a comment. I went, Jesus, what's he out of a James Bond villain? Is he? No,
did you see Tommy Fury doing some...
coming around all like this, and way he was talking, like getting a lower voice, and I thought, James, wait a minute, do I mean James Bond? Do I mean Austin Powers?
Did you see Tommy Fury practicing? He's practicing his elbows.
Oh, brilliant.
Well, I tell you what, I think Tommy Fury sticks it on him. I think he knocks him out, and I can't wait. And listen, Tommy, if you ever see this video, I got your back, brother. I'm telling you, you got to smash the granny out of this geezer, because I'm a Brit, he's a Brit, and I can't fucking stand him in the ring. When we saw him at the Campos Edwards press conference, giving out beef burgers at that little thing at Box Park, do you know what I mean? And I was like, really?
That's his best got the open, doesn't it? Sides.
Yeah. And we all sit and think, oh, there's a lot of crowd here for Sonny Edwards. Actually, they're all for free burgers he was giving away, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the celebrity boxers, as in the YouTube boxers and all the rest of it, right? There's no doubt they're in great physical condition. There's no doubt that these guys are learning to fight. No doubt. But, I mean, I think now that Tommy Fury's beat Jake Paul, I think he's going to be absolutely leaps and bounds ahead of it.
I don't think he beat him that night. I think he only won because he's a Fury.
What do you think, guys? Hit us up in the comments. We'll certainly reply to that. Max's statement, he only won because he's a Fury.
Yeah, I think they need to rerun it.
God, I don't want to see that. Please, I hate this celebrity boxing at the best of times.
Yeah, I think they should rerun it, because obviously Jake's moved on a lot since that fight, improved a lot.
What?
Yeah.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
You watch the same Jake Paul I'm watching?
Yeah.
That's going to be an episode of arguing about boxers. Trust me, guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this up, unless you got any more news, Max.
No, I haven't. I ain't got no more news. It's just no, we have got a bit of news, but we have to roll fire on that, ain't we?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Are you talking OD?
Where we was last week?
Yeah, the OD.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm going to tell you, Ahara Davis, right? We've got some breaking news coming up with that. We're not going to tell you exactly what it is, but Ahara Davis. We were down at his gym the other week, last week, with him, Tom Welland, and a few other little lads, and his trainer Will. Really nice chap. So hopefully we'll be down there again very, very soon. And we're going to have some breaking news with that. I think this is a lifetime opportunity for Ahara. Very pleased for him. I don't really care for comments of people like Tony Bellew saying he's the most overrated fighter. Totally uncalled for. Get behind the lad. That's what we're going to support him.
Yeah, he's your fellow Brit, Bellew. Get behind him, back him up.
Yeah, that's it. Give him confidence. Get him to where he needs to be. So I'm quite interested in that. Anyway, guys, moving on. Two last things. The one thing I want to say: if you want to be in with a chance to win one of our $50 prizes that we're giving away every single month, do not forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on all the social media, and of course tag your friends in posts. The more you tag, the more you like, the more you follow, the more chance you got to win. And we're giving it away every month, 5 of them. And I would just like to say a massive thank you to everybody out there. We have now hit over 15 million reaches inside of 28 days. And that's, you know, it's incredible how this has grown. We really appreciate you fans. We really appreciate the subscriptions. We really appreciate people liking our content. And the more you do,
I just want to say something, right, about one of the posts we put up about John Fury offering out Mike Tyson, right? I put it up, probably, when did I put it up? The 6th of September, I put it up. And I've got a few comments going, boring, yawn, who gives a shit about it? Well, let me tell you now, 3.3 million people give a shit about it. You know, 16,500 comments on it. You know what I mean?
And including the likes of people like Dougie Joyce as well, wasn't he? The bare knuckle boxing champion.
27,000 shares.
I mean, you have to sit there and say thanks very much, guys. You know, fantastic. Anyway, guys, from Max and me, it's been a pleasure to be here with you live streaming on FTTV Boxing. Don't forget, this will go out on Fighters Talk TV, and we'd love to see you subscribe to both. So you take care, and always be happy, healthy, and have fun. Box.